Stop waiting. Start becoming. No excuses, no shortcuts, only effort. You don't need motivation. You need motion. One choice today can rewrite your entire future. Let's begin. My friends, let me ask you something that might just change the way you see success. If I handed you two options right now. Option A, you become rich overnight. Option B, you grow a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser, and a little bit better every single day for the next 5 years. Which one would you choose? Most people would grab the money without thinking twice. It's quick, it's shiny. It feels like a shortcut to happiness. But here's the truth. Nobody wants to say out loud. Fast success fades just as fast. Without growth, the money runs out. The excitement disappears. The confidence melts away. Real wealth, the kind that stays, isn't in your bank account. It's in your habits. It's in who you become when no one is watching. Success isn't a miracle. It's a method. It's not a jackpot. It's a journey. And today, I want to give you that method. 5 simple things that if you improve them daily can transform you into someone unstoppable. Not next year, not someday. Starting today. Let's start here. You can't hit a target you can't see. Every day, millions of people wake up, check their phone, rush to work, and wonder why life feels empty. They're busy, but they're not directed. They're moving, but not progressing. Having a vision means knowing why you wake up in the morning. It means being pulled forward by purpose instead of pushed by pressure. Imagine standing at a train station and getting on the first train without checking where it's headed. Sounds ridiculous, right? But that's how many people live their lives, moving fast, but with no destination. Vision is your internal GPS. It tells you where to go and why it matters. So ask yourself, if I stripped away what everyone else wants, what's left that I truly desire? What do I want to build, become, and give back? Write it down. Say it out loud. Because when you give your dreams words, they start to breathe. Walt Disney once said, if you can dream it, you can do it. But most people forget the second half. If you can't see it clearly, you can't chase it passionately. Every morning, take 1 minute, just one, to visualize your future self. See where you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you treat others. Because the clearer your vision, the stronger your drive becomes. Direction beats speed. Every single time. Now that you know where you're going, here comes the hard truth. Getting there won't be easy. Everyone says they want success, until it's time to show up every single day. You don't need to be the fastest, the smartest, or the luckiest. You just need to keep going when others stop. Consistency is the bridge between dreams and results. Think about athletes, musicians, creators, entrepreneurs. They didn't win because of one big moment. They won because of the thousands of small moments no one saw. When the crowd stopped cheering, they kept practicing. When the camera turned off, they kept pushing. It's easy to be motivated when it's new. But discipline, consistency, is what carries you when motivation dies. Let's be honest. Motivation is like caffeine. It wakes you up for a while. But consistency, that's like oxygen. You can't survive without it. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Keep promises to yourself. Say, I'll walk for 10 minutes today. Do it. I'll read 3 pages. Do it. I'll work on my dream for 15 minutes. Do it. Because the mind learns to trust the body when you keep your word. And once trust is built, consistency becomes automatic. Here's the secret. When it gets hard, you're not failing, you're growing. Because growth always hides behind discomfort. Success is not about doing big things once. It's about doing small things without quitting. You can have a brilliant mind, a strong work ethic, and incredible ideas. But if you can't express them clearly, confidently, and emotionally, you'll be invisible. Your ability to communicate your vision determines how far it spreads. Some people talk endlessly, but say nothing. Others say one sentence and change a room. Why? Because true communication isn't about volume. It's about connection. You don't need perfect grammar or fancy words. You just need truth, clarity, and heart. When Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone, he didn't give a lecture on specs and features. He told a story about a phone, an iPod, and an internet communicator, all in one. Simple, visual, memorable. That's the art of expression, turning ideas into emotion. Want to be better at it? Here's how. Tell stories. People forget facts, but they remember stories forever. Speak with your eyes, not just your mouth. Listen with curiosity, not judgment. And don't be afraid to speak up. You might shake, stumble, or stutter, but that's okay. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the presence of it. When you learn to communicate, doors open, relationships deepen, opportunities find you. So remember this: vision gives you direction, consistency keeps you on the road, but expression, that's what gets you. Invite it inside. Let me be real with you. Life will test you. It will frustrate you, hurt you, and sometimes break your heart. And when it does, your strength won't come from your muscles or your money. It'll come from your emotional control. Emotional strength doesn't mean you never feel angry or scared. It means you don't let those emotions drive the car. How many times have we made decisions we regret because we reacted too fast? A message sent in anger. A word we can't take back. A door slammed that should have stayed open. Power isn't shouting louder. Power is staying calm while others lose control. Remember this: the calmest person in the room is usually the most powerful. Learn new to pause, breathe before you respond, step back before you explode. That one moment of silence can save years of regret and protect your energy. If you surround yourself with negativity, you'll start to echo it. If you scroll through other people's lives, you'll forget to live your own. Build emotional muscles the same way you build physical ones. Daily practice. Be grateful when life gets uncomfortable. It's teaching you control. Smile when someone tries to pull you down. It means you've risen high enough to be seen. And when things fall apart, remember, you're not breaking, you're being reshaped. Strong emotions are temporary. Strong character is permanent. Stay calm, stay grounded, stay focused. The last pillar, perhaps the most important one, is your ability to learn and adapt. If you stop learning, you start dying. And I don't mean physically. I mean mentally, spiritually, emotionally. The world changes fast. New skills, new tools, new opportunities. If you don't update your mindset, you'll be running today's race with yesterday's map. Remember companies like Kodak or Blockbuster. They didn't lose because they were weak. They lost because they stopped adapting. The same applies to life. Don't be too proud to learn. Don't be too afraid to start over. Every master was once a beginner who refused to stay the same. Spend 10 minutes a day learning something new. Watch a tutorial. Read a few pages. Listen to someone smarter than you. Growth isn't just about knowledge, it's about perspective. It's about seeing the same problem from a higher angle. If you're afraid of failing, change your definition of failure. Failure isn't losing, it's learning faster than everyone else. Be like bamboo, flexible, strong, always growing upward. It bends, but doesn't break. That's what adaptability looks like. Ask yourself each night, what did I learn today that I didn't know yesterday? If the answer is nothing, then you didn't live. You just existed. Keep upgrading your inner software. Because the more you grow, the harder it is for life to knock you down. My friends, if you improve these 5 things just a little, every single day, you'll look back one day and barely recognize who you were. Not because life gave you luck, but because you built yourself piece by piece. Vision gave you direction. Consistency gave you momentum. Expression opened doors. Emotional strength gave you peace. Growth mindset made you limitless. That's how you win. Not overnight, but over time. You don't need a miracle. You need a system. You don't need to be lucky. You need to be consistent. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start improving now. Even 1% today is enough. Because 5 years from now, someone will look at you and say, "You changed everything." And you'll smile because you'll know the truth. It wasn't one big leap. It was 5 small habits, done every single day. Thank you for listening. And remember, your future self is watching. Make them proud.